Everyone says, just go in spring or fall. Wrong. There's one perfect week to trek Mount Everest Base Camp, and I'm about to tell you exactly when it is. All right, let's get straight to it. No vague advice here. I'm gonna tell you the exact best week to trek Everest Base Camp. And then I'm gonna break down why every other month ranks where it does. No guessing game, no it depends, real talk, real advice. The absolute best time to trek, first week in November. If you want the best Everest experience, go the first week of November. Here's why. Clear skies. This is after monsoon season and before true winter, which means crystal clear skies almost every single day. Minimal crowds. The major fall trekking rush of October is already dying down, so the trails and the tea houses are much calmer. Perfect balance of cold. Yes, it's cold in the mornings and evenings, but during the day while you're hiking, it's honestly perfect. Crisp, breathable air without freezing your face off. Better photos. Your photos will be insane. The mountains are sharp and cloudless, no haze, no humidity, just pure blue skies and white peaks. When you go during spring, even if it's a clear sky, which you're like, oh, no rain, you can't see as far because even in the far distance, it's haze and clouds. Like in the first week of November, and just the winter in general, it is colder, but that means clear skies. So you could see Everest almost every single day of your trek. Local life. Villages are still active. The shops, the bakeries, tea houses, everything is still open before they shut down for the brutal winter. First week in December, they really start shutting down. If I had to pick one single week, it would be October 28th to around November 7th. You hit the sweet spot, not peak crowds and not peak cold, but peak Everest views. Why winter isn't ideal? December to February. So now, could you trek in winter? Technically, yes. Should you? Probably not. Unless you're just built different. Here's the deal, extremely cold. I'm talking lows in like -4 Fahrenheit at night. You'll need expedition grade gear, and even the best sleeping bags, you'll still struggle. And just to give you a rundown of what I'm wearing, so I have a t-shirt, a thermal long sleeve, a regular long sleeve, a thick fleece sweater, and my down jacket. I have, for my pants, I have sweatpants, under that 2 pairs of long underwear, regular underwear, and my thick wool socks with Crocs. So that's how I'll be walking down to the dining room in, and I think they have a heater, at least a furnace that's, heated by yak poop. So I probably will lose the down jacket, maybe, if it's working. So tea houses start closing, and a lot of the local businesses and guest houses will start shutting down starting around early December. So fewer places to stay equals less comfort and less of that cultural experience, because these towns become ghost towns. Like some people don't even live there year round. So flights to Lukla get even more unpredictable because of the constant snow and winds, and getting stuck for days is a real possibility. There's also just not as many people, so there's less flights, so take that into account as well. Now, if you're an experienced winter mountaineer, maybe, but for most people, winter's not worth it. Why April is the second best time. If November doesn't work for you, April is your next best shot. Here's why April is awesome. Spring bloom. You'll see so many wildflowers just lighting up the trails. Nepal's national flower is everywhere, especially lower down. It's also Everest climbing season. So April, March, April is when climbers start heading to the summit of Everest. That means you'll see the famous yellow tents at base camp. Because there's people summiting Everest, there's higher energy. There's a buzz on the trail. More international climbers, Sherpas preparing gear, expeditions in full swing. Now, that sounds amazing, right? Well, it is, but here's the catch. Big crowds. I mean, everyone's here. Trekkers, climbers, porters, more yaks. It is packed. So with more crowds you have the crowds, but also dusty trails. The Kumbh Koth. With so much foot traffic and yak traffic, the trails are so much dusty. I wanted a buff covering my face in the winter, so if you think I needed it with my base camp series, just wait. Clouds start rolling in. As April progresses towards May, you'll start getting more afternoon clouds. Mornings are still good, but you may lose all those, all day views. Here's a unique tip for April. Spend extra time in Perching or Dimboche. These towns feel less chaotic than like a Namche Bazaar during climbing season, and you'll still get, amazing acclimatization hikes. Why summer, June to September, is a big no. Summer in Nepal equals monsoon season. Non-stop rain, trails get muddy, landslides can happen, flights to Lukla get delayed or canceled constantly. Got cloudy views. Even if you make it, you'll barely see the mountains. Clouds, fog, and rain, they block everything. And let's not forget leeches. Yes, leeches, especially lower down. Not the kind of trekking memory you may want. Why October is good, but not perfect. October is the month you hear about everywhere, and yes, it is good. The skies are, clearing after monsoon season. The weather is stable and temperatures are comfortable. But here's the catch: massive crowds. October is peak trekking season, and the trail starts to feel like a parade. Tea houses are jammed, and you're gonna battle for a spot by the fire, the yak poop fire. A little bit higher prices, so everything costs a little bit more. Tea houses, gear rentals, flights, because they know it's peak season. If you go in early October, you'll still catch leftover humidity with hazy views. Here's a unique tip for October. If you must go in October, aim for end of October, around October 20th. So it's right after the biggest rush of trekkers, but still before the start of November's cold snap. Final rankings. Best weeks to trek Everest Base Camp. Here's my full ranking if you want it in all one quick list. Number 1, October 28th to November 7th. Best combo of clear skies, low crowds, and active villages. And number 2, April 5th to April 15th. We got spring flowers and Everest climbing season energy, but that comes with some crowds. Number 3, October 15th to October 25th. Good skies, but still crowded and pricier. Number 4, late November. Very clear, but starting to get brutally cold, and tea houses may start closing. Number 5, early December. Only for the ultra hardy trekkers, very cold, quiet trails. And number 6, June to September. Monsoon madness. Avoid. If you want Everest Base Camp trek at its absolute best, no clouds, no chaos, just mountains and magic, first week of November is it. Trust me, you'll thank yourself every step of the way. If you're serious about making Everest Base Camp unforgettable, picking the right week makes all the difference. And now you know exactly when to go and when to avoid. Hit like if this helped, subscribe for more real trekking tips, and of course, check out my full EBC video series, where it gives you everything you need to know before you hit the trail.